Tyson Fury, firstly, it is a great honour to welcome you as an Usyk-sponsored athlete, the biggest name in boxing. A momentous occasion for the brand. Folks, come on. What are we thinking of? Come on!
Come on! Get up!
Firstly, it's going great here. You said that in the press conference. You've spoken about how this has been mentally really beneficial for you.
Yeah.
But what's it been like physically?
It's been very challenging. As you can feel, you've been in the gym, 20 minutes? Look how sweaty we are and hot we are already. And we're not even at peak time where I train. I train at about 3:30, 4 o'clock, where it's at its hottest. We're about 10 stories up here, so it's very hot. And we've got a tin roof up there, which makes it like an oven in here, so it's very hot. I'm getting some very good work, which is also beneficial to stop injuries, all the stuff that you might pull, hamstrings and shoulders, elbows, all that sort of stuff. So it's for working very good, very difficult. The training in the morning, the jogging, the cardio, hill runs and stuff, long runs in the sun, that's also very challenging.
It's an unbelievable environment as well. Yeah. I mean, it's a completely different environment to anything you've ever really trained in, is it?
Yeah, I've trained in some of the best places in the world, like in the Western world, like Vegas, LA, London, south of France, south of Spain. We've been all over the place training, but this is like Jean-Claude Van Damme and kickboxer. Like the old school stuff. We've been pulling like big logs through banana fields and potato fields and stuff, and running up hills with logs on my shoulders and hammering the tyres and stuff. We're doing some really old school stuff and some enjoyable stuff as well. They say a change is as good as a rest. The change has been good, you know. I've really enjoyed myself over here. I've been over here now. This is my 11th week over here and 10th week of training.
Because we saw you at the Statham Gala Ball in December, and Morty was telling us there that you left the day after straight over to Thailand.
Yeah, I never had no intentions of returning. When I saw you guys last at the Statham Group event, I wasn't thinking about making a return.
It was mid-December.
Yeah, I come over here with my family. I got here, I left on the 17th. I was very ill. I had like one of those viruses that was going round just after I got back from the Statham Group event. And I got back home, I was so ill, I thought, I've got to get away. I've got to get out of here, somewhere warm, and I thought Thailand. So I brought me and the full family over to Thailand, me and Paris and all the kids, and we were here for like a month vacation. And during that month, I got back training, doing a little bit in the heat, and I felt good. I thought, you know what? Big return, 2026. And then it was on New Year's Eve, I had the T-shirts printed, he's back, return of the Mac, and that was it then. It just went like that, from there.
It's funny as well, because you've been away a year, and I suppose when you're away that long and you come back into the fray, is it a sense of you rediscover that love for the sport, that same discovery that you had from a young age when you first started it?
They say you don't know what you've lost until it's gone, or you don't know what you've got until it's gone. And yeah, I was away from boxing and away from like physical boxing training. Although I was training every day with the running and weights and a bit of body sparring and stuff, I wasn't competitively training with other combat athletes trying to kill me, punch me face in rather, not kill me. But when you come back into that fold and you got all these young heavyweights here now, I've got like 4 or 5 big men here trying to knock me block off, and yeah, it makes me hungry for doing it again. It's like I'm hungry to get back in there and have a fight, you know what I mean? I missed it. It's been, by the time it comes around, it'll have been well over a year. It's been like 15, 16 months out of the ring, which is a long time for someone of my age. You know, I found out something really interesting yesterday. When Muhammad Ali fought Larry Holmes, he was 38 years old, and it's just a little few months older than me now. And now everyone said he was past, he was old. He said, oh man, all my life I thought Muhammad Ali was like 60 years old when he fought Larry Holmes, but he wasn't. Yeah. He was 38 years old, which is a few months older than me now. Yeah. And I feel great. I don't feel as if I'm too old and I'm out of shape and I can't defend myself. I'm firing on all cylinders. I'm ready to knock motherfuckers out.
Well, speaking of that, yeah, Makhmudov, April 11th. In the press conference, you said by the 4th round, his face would be like a butcher's block.
Yeah.
And that is the aim going in there.
Yeah.
The Dave Allen fight, that was brought up at the press conference. Any bit of pressure that Dave Allen put on him, he didn't like it. This is obviously going to be a different level of pressure for Makhmudov on April 11th, is it?
Makhmudov has fought some good men. He's fought Nagid Kabayel, he's fought Dave Allen, he's fought Guido Vianello, he's fought some other good men too, all the big tall guys, but I don't believe he's ever been in there with an elite specimen like myself. And when he gets in there on April 11th, he's going to realise he's out of his depth completely. No disrespect to him, he's a very good fighter. He's 6 foot, well, he's nearly as big as me, 6 foot 7 or 8 inches tall, big puncher, and very dangerous. And if he gets me one, he could finish me off. So who knows? You've got to be very switched on for all these fights and give them the respect and attention that they deserve. And that's exactly what I'll do going in there. But most of all, I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to be clowning. I'm going to put my hands down behind my back, taunting him. He's going to be feeling frustrated, and then I'm going to chin him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fight we're really looking forward to. But obviously, there's been questions asked of a fight with AJ, and I have to say the way you handled a question a few weeks ago, you handled it in such a commendable manner when you were speaking about AJ. I think as well, away from all of the trash talk going into this, there's a deep level of respect there between you two, because how much the both of you have achieved for British boxing, for boxing globally as well. You know, you're two of the prime time heavyweights, and I mean, essentially you brought the stadium fights to the UK as well. Yeah. And there is that deep, there's that deep respect there between the both of you, isn't there?
Yeah, for sure. He's achieved a lot. We both have. We've both achieved many world titles, and we've both earned plenty of money, and we've both changed our lives from where we started off. But boxing, at this stage, for both of us, is more of an obsession than a financial business move. If it was financially viable, then at 37, 38 years old, we wouldn't be wanting to take bombs around the head off young heavyweights. But it's more of an obsession for me anyway. It might be different for the other fella, but for me, it's like an obsession that I can't leave alone. It's like that risky love affair. Like I said before, it's like that risky love affair when you know you shouldn't, but you just keep going back. Yeah. Not that I've ever done that, but yeah, still. Wing.
As well, it was announced last week, your former opponent, Alexander Usyk, is fighting Rico Verhoeven in the Pyramids of Giza. What did you make of that fight announcement?
I didn't really make much of it, to be fair. Listen, I leave everybody to their own business and I don't get involved, and I just got to focus on my own fight, and I wish them both luck, both good lads, and may the best man win.
Yeah. We had an interesting thing in the press conference a couple of weeks ago with your dad and Carl Froch. I don't know if you've seen, there's a clip of me where your dad's coming towards, shouting at Carl Froch, and I quickly moved out of the way. What did you make of that?
To be honest with you, it's all views and clicks. I think the Saudis were very happy with it all, and it gained a lot of global attention. You wouldn't think someone 61 years old can create that much fucking hype and attention, but he does. He's gold at it for sure. But I think, as for me dad at 60-odd-year-old wanting to fight Carl Froch, and Carl Froch trying to boost his name off an old man's name, do you think I'm going to let me dad fight Carl Froch, backhand Carl Froch? Do you know what I mean? How's he going to fight 60-odd-year-old man? Have some brains, you silly fucker.
But I remember...
Both of them. They need to fucking have a bit of sense and show some professionalism in this game.
I remember your dad gave me a great compliment when we did the tours together. We were all in the steam room, and I have a pacemaker, and we were training. I was trying to keep up with you all training, and he was there saying, "You should all be like Big Al. So there he is, look at him. He's got a pacemaker, and he's trying to keep up with us big men."
That's right. I remember them. That was a brilliant tour that day time, wasn't it?
Brilliant. Yeah. After the third Wilder fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, great times. Listen, one of the things, I mentioned this to you a few years ago, and it was a video that went viral with you, but you were doing a plank. Yeah. And I remember you saying you can't let the body quit. You can't let the mind think, it's that your body's going to quit. The body's not quitting. It's the mind that's quitting on you when you're doing this plank. And I remember Dwayne Johnson shared it as well and gave you a great compliment. But I think that's the very personification of your journey as well with regards to mental health, and how much of an inspiration you've been in that area as well. And it's just, I think here we are in 2026, the journey you've had over the last nearly a decade, and you've inspired.
I turned pro in 2008.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but that decade, the mental health, you've really inspired so many people in that period of time.
It's been an interesting journey, the highs and lows and the ups and downs of the heavyweight championship and every other belt along the way. And no matter how much you achieve, then you can always be brought down with something else that's got something different to do with boxing. The mental health side's been very difficult for me. It's been my biggest challenges, and it's been no secret. I put it all out in the open for everybody to see, so they might learn from it. learn from what I did and what I didn't do. And it's a continuous journey. It doesn't stop. It never goes away. You just got to maintain it and look after it and keep doing what you can. And for me, my training keeps it away. As long as I train every day and try and live clean and live healthy, then I'm all right. But the moment I go AWOL and go crazy, then it all starts again. So the straight and narrow for me.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're so delighted to have you on board. It's great. It's great as well. It's been a great honour being your friend for the last couple of years as well. We've had some great crack. But just one final question. What can we expect on the return of Tyson Fury on April 11th?
Very much excitement. Everything that comes with it, the razzmatazz, the fucking charisma, the circus. The entrance. Everything that's been missing from boxing for the last 12, 13 months will return. The Mac is back, and I think what we should do as a celebration for Usyk, I think we should do a Guinness drinking competition. Who can outdrink the champ? And we're going to set the minimum pints of 20 pints of Guinness. And if anyone can outdrink me at 20 pints, then they get some free merch, Usyk merch, gloves, hat, clothing.
10 grand, Michael said.
And 10 grand as well. So that would be a challenge.
That's it. Tyson Fury, an absolute pleasure. I'm going to bring Callie-Anne here. She has Callie-Anne has a special question for you, just for the fight night.
One question.
Just keep your hands to yourself.
Look, it is what it is.
Almost irresistible.
Honest, I can't. It's not the heat, Tyson. No, one question, because the kit is the fit is fitting.
Yeah.
I'm a fit check girl when it comes to fight week, and I've gone a little sneak peek as to the fit. So talk me through fight night, or even now the fit. We're blue. Talk me through it. We've got Usyk, we've got blue, we've got Gypsy King.
We've got a multicoloured rainbow going on. I got blue socks, blue shoes, white socks, blue top, grey shorts. I'm having it large.
Can we safely say then that the Usyk blue is Tyson's colour, yeah? Yeah, definitely your colour.
There we go.
One other statement I have to make. One thing I love is that when you talk, everyone listens. It's one thing I've noticed. Any press conference, everything. When you talk, people listen, and I cannot wait for this fight week.
Do you know why that is?
One.
I tell you why. When a man of substance speaks, people listen because, one, I've been through the trials and tribulations in life. One, I've achieved everything, financially or physically, like in achievements in boxing and things. So if somebody speaks from experience, and it's viable to listen. Yeah. But if I was an old dosser in the street giving a world champion advice on how to box, then you wouldn't listen to me. If I never had any money at all and I was giving a billionaire financial advice, they wouldn't be viable to listen, would it? No. And this is what I experience on a daily basis. Family members, friends, strangers. I get people telling the heavyweight champion of the world up teen times how to do fights. I get people who's never trained a day in their life telling me how to train. And so on and so forth. I even get people who's got no money telling me how to invest me money.
Isn't that brilliant? Yeah.
So it's brilliant. Everybody can just do everybody else's job for them. No qualifications needed these days.
But if there's someone to lead by example, because Tyson Fury, you lead a path and a very long jog as well in the heat, in all sorts of training days here in Thailand.
What I say is do what I say, not do what I do.
I think both ways. I think do what you do what you say. Because what you say, you preach a lot of great things. Well, Tyson, we cannot wait for fight week. We cannot wait to champion you. We cannot wait to be in your corner. It is an absolute honour and a privilege to be here in this gym. We really appreciate it as a whole. You're an absolute legend, an icon. And what flex this is for HTV too.
Big flex.
It's a big flex.
What?
And on that note, I'll get in, we'll do our punch. And on that note, 3, 2, 1, oosh!